evening. Now our topic is about differentiating human from non-human pig clones by their dreams. I had a frightening dream seeing a test pig animal cloned experimentally and was looking like a pig, but in reality he was a human. And it was frightening to me that if I think about people eating his meat or harvesting his organs for transplant, how he is gonna be a meaning emotion wise, which is mutual between the experimenter and the experiment animal or human under the question. So I thought of the only way we can differentiate is through the dreams. So I believe the difference between humans and animals, including pigs, that a human has nafs, unlike animals, who has body clay. Primarily, that was the origin of every creatures on earth is the clay, plus soul energy from the Holy Spirit, enabling them to live and to have a programmed tasks of their basic life needs, while human composed of clay plus nafs, that is other creature, and the soul energy from the Holy Spirit, with the soul misnomer used interchangeably with nafs. And so human status, it's a spectrum with believers at the one spectrum. At the other extreme spectrum you have disbelievers, and in the middle you have disobedience. So in the believer side you do have contented nafs and light, like soul energy. In the middle you have the disobedient, who have a blaming nafs and no energy, like dead. And you have on the other side of the spectrum disbelievers with evil nafs and fire like soul energy. When it comes to a dream is defined as a TV station located at the body brain, connected remotely with nafs, with God being taken nafs out of the body during their sleep and at their death. So the involved layers in the dreams are: number one, body brain, which is the holder of the TV station. Then you do have the nafs, the main actor in that TV station. So the nafs considers supreme control of the body. And then we have God above the seven skies, and he descends to the earth on daily at the dawn time and at other religious time and date specified in every religion. Then we do have other human nafs interacting with our nafs, whether whether after the death of their bodies or during their sleep. So we will see when we go out of our body other nafs, whether they are dead actually or at their sleep, went out of their body. So other human nafs, as we said, we are interacting with either at the heaven or at the seven skies, at the earth, or below the earth at hellfire. And since others could have lived the very early past, so through them, no wonder we can live the past, we can live the present, and we can live the future through, of course, permission of God up to the day of judgment and beyond. We can see angels with messages from God. We can see jinn, good or evils, and we can also interact with the monitoring station of AIs all over the earth. those who are monitoring the dreams, and either with them in person or with their linked evils, jinn. It's because dreams linked to nafs, people with disability can have are not disabled while they are dreaming. Then the interpreter of our dream should be the dreamer himself, because he will be the only one who can determine the importance of the dream, reflecting self, life, and thoughts. Most of the dreams are non-relevant to the others, and Ibn Sirin in Islam is the most righteous Islamic interpreter of the dreams, and has documents with regard that if anyone wanted to interpret his dreams. We do have types of dreams that everyone would know. Number one, lucid dreams, body brain, in which body brain is aware of the dream. He might control it and we might recall it. Then we do have event dreams, that is tested during dreams when nafs interacting with other nafs, or the nafs would have the test as a solo. Then we do have deep sleep only dreams, only like there is no dream, when our soul energy is zero to a fire-like energy. So if you are disbelievers, then we are emotionally dead, so we won't have dreams. Or in that status we resemble animals, or on the contrary would have nightmare, terrors, and horrors, and that might be also a message to the contented nafs. Those nightmares, terrors, and horrors, they would have we would have a reactive fear and an anxiety from, as well as daytime restless and fatigue. Then we do have the other spectrum, reward dreams, for contented nafs. So contented nafs would ascend through the seven skies. She might, or the nafs can see heavens, can see God in his forms, and nafs can see prophets and believers, nafs, and discuss with them life matter and finding answers to questions and solving issues. Nafs can see angels as well as its messages. Can see other nafs, or what we call it UFOs, unidentified foreign object. It can predict the future by signs taught by God and his prophets from human, angels, and jinns. Nafs can see when it comes back to body can see nafs, and nafs can see bodies. And as the nafs energized, it does energize the body, and the energy would be max when it goes back into the body itself. So nafs, the body during the dream would have angel with that body under the clothes. As long as the nafs would come back, the angel would go, and the nafs would come back. This has been described by many Islamic scholars. And then we do have shared experience dreams, in which nafs interacting with other nafs, that gives you shared experience at past, present, and the future. You can have skills and knowledge attained without past experience. You can see places that you have never seen before on earth, because of the high and undetermined speed that nafs can move and travel with. You can have solutions to questions that you had during your daytime. You don't have, even if you ask yourself a question before your sleep, you might have the answer as your mind connected to the Nafs. Then you do have the seventh category of the dreams, which is I really don't like and I prohibit this way of interaction, which is AI controlled Nafs, control the dreams. And that the monitoring people at the monitoring station the with with monitor dreams of subjects or uh, subject under experiments that they call it in silico clinical trials. Because of this way of monitoring is prohibited, they monitor your privacy and the dreams out of your knowledge and out of your will, to control which of which can be seen, which is not. So this is prohibited totally in Islam. AI monitor the dream can practice dream altering course and ends, dream deletion, thought insertion, thought withdrawals, erasing dreams, and dream forgetfulness. Through shouting, alarms comes in waves at determined time. Depends on the dream and those monitoring personnel. So they would wake up, there would be wake up shouting rings and deviating the dreamer from recalling and recording the dreams by talking nonsense during early morning most of the day. So the dreamer would be left with futureless goals and aims on daily basis, or the opposite. Assistant euthanasia and homicide done through that way. However, interaction of the brain TV station during the dream is either through evil jinn linked to those personnel or the personnel nafs itself when their nafs in equilibrium with the TV station energy. So during which those people can alter the course path of the dream and they can end up the dream by shouting. The course, they might even find solution because of that nafs is high speed and it has extraordinary and superpower calculus and spatial configuration, as well as science provided by God and through his support. So that nafs can find a solution to earthy questions that they won't come up with answers. I mean, the answers would take years, if not centuries, to develop. The outcome would be severe headache from electricity, and there is also person spoken and interacting energy that is being transferred to the dreamer. So it's really something that a way of torturing that you don't want to undergo, especially if you know that it might be on daily basis, not even for days, weeks, or months. It's for years and might be lifelong for some leaders. Then, because of what I have mentioned, I believe animals are deep sleepers, as other literature says. So deep sleepers, in a sense, they have no dreams, and if they have dreams, it would be about using their senses and their basic life need. And for me, so it's crucially important to determine big animals and to monitor big animals' dream in the experimental labs to differentiate experimental big animals with altered human genes from humans who have mutated genes with big animal appearance. It's really crucial. So it's like killing, or like it's It's actually a boundary between case murder versus sacrificing animal. It's. I hope everyone who works in that profession will take it seriously. Thank you very much for listening to this important message, and you have a wonderful evening. Bye.